What's good, online people? You're invited to Science Theory. It's your boy, Pat Matt here.
Cut, cut. We can't have that in the show unless you want to get a lawsuit straight to the face.
Who cares? Moving on. Today we're going to talk about the touchy subject of the earthquake. I meant earthquake, I swear. That happened in 1964. You know, that earthquake. The one in Alaska? Yeah, there we go. Got your memory jogging now. You'll want to get your running shoes for your mind so your brain will be ready to start sprinting as I give an in-depth overview of what happened and how it affects Alaskans to this very day. Okay, so now that we are done with the SpongeBob memes, let's continue. Today I have with me a special guest who knows absolutely nothing about Alaska, but has everything to do and know about earthquakes, and boy howdy is he good at it. Allow me to introduce Trev Yak.
What's in Alaska?
Cut. We can't have that.
No one cares, okay? Alaska is a state in the United States that is probably one of the most untamed places in the world besides Antarctica and the Siberian wilderness in Russia. Those commies. Alaska had one of the most violent earthquakes in the US. This particular earthquake hit a very large area. The most known city that it hit was Anchorage. Hit many other smaller cities and towns between 100 and 300 miles away from there.
Sounds deadly.
Now, this earthquake was one of the more deadlier earthquakes around. Not because of the initial earthquake, mind you. That only killed 17 people. Not saying that's a good thing. People dying is still not good. But the tsunamis that happened afterwards killed around 200 people alone. The largest tsunami literally being 219 feet tall.
Sounds about right. This took place on the North American plate boundary and is next to the Pacific plate, which is a convergent boundary, which means the plates are running into each other. This is because of convection currents in the asthenosphere causing plates or the lithosphere to move around. Earthquakes are caused normally by transform boundaries, the lithosphere, to move around. Earthquakes are caused normally by transform boundaries rubbing against each other and getting stuck and lurching forward, causing the plates to shake. In this case, it was a convergent boundary that was sliding under another plate, and it lurched forward, causing plates to shake. The name tells all. This is the reason for so many earthquakes in California. California lies on a transform plate boundary. It is bound to happen fairly often. In fact, the parts of the plate breaking is the crust. The earthquakes are very common in this area of Alaska because it's right on the boundary. There are a couple reported in the last 2 hours of when this script was wrote. They were between a magnitude 1 or 2. There was little to no damage. Maybe just some things fell off a shelf and broke. It was basically nothing but a tremor. They are so common it seems like there is one at least once a day, though they are very weak.
Oh, unfortunately, with the causation of an earthquake explained by my friend, we have to warn you that earthquakes are dangerous. Don't go doing science about an earthquake in the middle of an earthquake. It's just not right, and I heard it's not healthy either. You should always be prepared for an earthquake, no matter where you are, from New York to Iowa to California. And during an earthquake, you need to drop, cover, and hold on. This ensures the least amount of damage to your person as possible. You should always wait for the shaking to stop and hope that nothing has crushed you. If you aren't squashed or injured, congrats! You survived. You need to remember that anything can fall and collapse in an earthquake, including, but not limited to, fridges, freezers, beds, drawers, trees, glass, possibly people, some form of weird-looking clear liquid that smells like gasoline, support beams, piping systems, liquid piping systems, multiple people, including your parents, cousins, and slash or siblings, and possibly the entire house. Please, stay safe during an earthquake. This is a natural disaster that kills a lot of people. Not just from the initial earthquakes, but the aftershocks that loosen parts and pieces already damaged from the initial earthquake, infections from harming yourself, tsunamis and flooding, and unfortunately landslides that cave in houses that weren't cut off already. You should always have a medical kit, sewing kit, a small life raft if possible, where you're located at depending, and a hatchet or a machete to break any possible fallen boards, and a pocket knife to cut loose small materials that may be stuck in either your skin or the path to safety. But hey, that's just a theory. A science theory.
Cut that. That's my line. That's it. I quit. I'm also suing you for copyright infringement.
Wait, it's not even a theory. It happened around 50 years ago. It's a fact, I guess you could say.
Just end the video. Oh, please. We are on touchy ground already, and I don't want to get sued over something as small as this.
Alright. Calm down, Trevor. Where's the pause button on this stupid thing?